Kevin Spacey.
That's all you have to say is Kevin Spacey,
exactly.
and you're going to get a huge laugh.
Exactly. Then 3 is Ben needs to butt out.
What was that, Ed?
Ben needs to butt out.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, Ben needs to butt out. Apparently, Ben Affleck is giving advice to people on Saturday Night Live to how to make the show better, and they want him to leave.
Jesus Christ! Do you remember a while ago? I mean, but before you go on with the list, do you remember a while ago? He was on a show where they test your ancestry. Where you have like the whole like lineage and the whole thing, and they find out about your ancestors and the whole thing, and he found out that one of his relatives owned slaves, and basically he wrote an email to the show basically telling them to take that part out. And the reason why they know about it now is because remember that email hack where they like that huge email hack where everybody found out what everybody was making, and that whole thing in the industry, and it all blew blue sky high, right? And it's where like Jennifer Lawrence found out that she wasn't making enough money as a woman, and the whole fucking thing. And so in those emails, it was basically Ben Affleck was there's an email where he's sending these emails to that show, and saying that he didn't like the fact that his ancestor owned slaves, and could you please take that out? And then they were like, no, we need to have that in there. We need to be honest about it. And just goes to show, how full of shit he is.
Everyone's full of shit.
There's so many ways. Like it's like as if it reflects on him. Like he's so like what's the word I'm looking for? He's so like into himself that he would think that something from his past would just reflect on him, and it wasn't him. It was like a great grandfather or something like that. It's ridiculous. He could have said like, oh, look at how far we've come. I'm ashamed of that, but there's so many ways he could have spun it, but the stupid motherfucker isn't smart enough to realize that it's not a reflection on him, that he could have spun it in a way where it could have empowered him,
well, so you think he's a narcissist?
It was a dick move. He's narcissistic. Thank you. That's what it was. Yeah.
Well,
he's a narcissist.
He's a dick. You know what I think about with Ben Affleck? Remember his role in Mallrats, where he's the guy who likes to take advantage of the young girls and fuck them in the ass.
Yes.
That's Ben Affleck. That's him.
It's a true story. That's who he really is.
Bruce Springsteen is forgetting his own lyrics.
He's forgetting his own lyrics. Nice. He's getting up there in age, huh?
Yeah, he's he needs a teleprompter to remind him what to say. He's forgetting the lines.
That's yeah. Ozzy dealt with that a long time ago, and he's got the whole teleprompter thing on the ground and the whole thing. The thing is Ozzy's like 70 years old, so.
But Ozzy, because I saw him at a show where he forgot the words, but it was fucking weird because he didn't forget the words, and he remember every other line.
There's a lot of funny things about Ozzy, though. He actually didn't write the lyrics that he says he wrote, by the way. So
really,
but and this is coming from an Ozzy. This is coming from an Ozzy fan. Okay, I'm a huge Ozzy fan, and there he didn't write half the lyrics he says he wrote. So and it's pretty well corroborated at this point. So
just goes to show you they're all full of shit. Everyone.
Exactly. For example, Suicide Solution. He says he wrote it about Bon Scott, and it was actually Bob Daisley who actually wrote the lyrics to that song. Bob Daisley was the bass player, and he actually wrote the lyrics to that song. And he says he wrote it about Ozzy. It was actually about Ozzy himself. And he says that Ozzy was too drunk and stoned to fucking remember that he wasn't the one that wrote the song. So,
like, how drunk and stoned must you be that you honestly no, I wrote that shit.
Yeah, he he thought he wrote it. He thought, and it became like this whole big thing. But it became like an enabling thing because Bob Daisley kept his mouth shut for years, and he actually continued to write songs for Ozzy.
Well, you know,
and he kept his mouth shut. He kept his mouth shut and just and kept collecting checks.
That's exactly. You don't want to bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, exactly. And he said precisely that. Yeah.
You know, as the one of my favorite movies, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, right? There's a line in there where he says, because it's a John Wayne movie and Jimmy Stewart, right?
Right.
And you know, Jimmy Stewart's how he gets credit for shooting this fucking guy who's terrorizing everybody, but it was really John Wayne who shot the dude, but he got the credit for it. So he was a big hero and became a senator and everything. And John Wayne died alone. So he's telling the story to a newspaper guy when he's old and fucking like decrepit and shit. And the guy tells him, when the legend becomes bigger than the truth, print the legend. It's just true. When the legend is, you know, you're not going to go against what the story is. You're not going to go against Ozzy's a legend. You're not going to go, you know.
Yeah.
Either what you'll do is discredit yourself because people won't believe it, they'll hate you, and then you'll discredit Ozzy because he'll take hits in his, you know.
Right.
So.
Right. And then the people themselves, because they've been, you know, believing it this whole time. They have like a morality, a sense of morality about the issue, and they would be so unwilling to believe it that, you know, about what the real truth is.
Yeah.
You know, so
Latoya Jackson's nose is falling off.
That I believe. That's probably wouldn't even be in the Inquirer. That would have to be in. I don't know, something better than the Inquirer. There isn't much these days.
They're all basically on the same level. It turns out with all the
they're all tabloids now.
With all the pedophile and sexual harassment shit that's out there, it turns out that Inquirer's been getting the scoop for years, and just nobody believed it. Like the Hollywood scandal, right? Harvey Weinstein now. Harvey Weinstein now. It's Dustin Hoffman, Kevin Spacey. What's his name? Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven.
Right. They're outing all these people. Brett Ratner.
Right.
The chick you saw show Species. Remember the whole 9 yards?
Natasha Henstridge.
Yeah. She blew Brett Ratner when she was 19.
Man, he is one lucky motherfucker.
But now this is a thing though too. First of all, this has been the way it's been forever, right? Is it going to change?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're so used to it that this is part of it, and so they go and they make these grand speeches all this time, but the whole time it was a farce because they've all been blowing each other for roles, right?
Yeah.
But now, are you telling me it's like this is the no? I say this knowing that I'm going to be the bad guy here, but this is the way that it works in Hollywood. This is the way that everybody says that it works.
Yeah,
you're 19 years old, and you're going to get yourself a feature in a movie. You're telling me, and the wording was he forced her to have oral sex. How exactly, without a gun or a knife, do you force someone to blow you? Like, how did you just break your teeth and shove it in? Like you don't fuck you up. They wanted to. They could, like if she really like wanted to really like since it was already in her mouth and she wanted to chomp down on it with like her molars. Yeah, you know.
You're absolutely right. It's obviously exactly, and it's obviously it might be more of a careful lawyer speak kind of thing, because you can't physically force somebody to do that. You may hold something over them to say, if you don't do something,
right?
If you don't do this, if you don't do this, then you won't get that, But then at what point does that become something that is a deal, right?
Well,
so
and that's exactly how many of them willingly were like
exactly. So it's probably a deal, yeah. So
exactly. So and then later, 20 years later, after they if they how many people were into it and they just okay,
and then
I'll do it.
Yeah, years later you regret it doesn't mean that it was,
exactly.
Exactly. So
it's
go ahead.
The reason that it's the reason that up until any point in like at least up through the 90s, I don't know about in the 2000s, but at least through the 90s, that if you saw a movie, even a lower budget movie, like a B movie, that hit the theaters, and there was a hot young girl who was the lead, she blew somebody to get that.
It's it's very possible that happened. Yeah,
the likelihood is high. Like, I mean, not somebody who's worked their way where they were where they were like a big part, and then and then they did the the co-star stuff, and then they got the lead. That's somebody who worked their way up. That's different. Because that's, that's more legitimate. But if they just out of nowhere, hot chick be. Hot chick you never heard of gets a starring role in a movie that's maybe not huge but budgeted enough where they it's out there.
Right.
She took care of business.
Yeah, and it goes to show. I mean, like it goes to show, like how many of these movies didn't have the best talent that it could have had to make the movie better. I mean, if you think about it, I want my money back, because there were so many movies that I saw that were just so mediocre that could have been better, and they knew it could have been better, and they could have had the best talent that should have earned that job, and instead, you get the mediocre second or third best because they're the ones that blew you. So what it is, it's whoring. It really is. It's whoring. The stuff that really irks me is when you're not 19, is when you're actually 14 or 13 and you really don't know what you're doing. Like what Corey Feldman had to go through, like what Corey Feldman is trying to get out in the open.
He didn't really name anybody, though. They say he named people. He didn't name anybody I heard of. He named a big time child manager, though. So like So I mean, just that's the stuff that irks me, because that's you're taking advantage of a kid, right? So so when you're past the legal age, and then you're maybe trying to get ahead, and you're that's a little different than when you're 13 years old and you just trust somebody, and Spacey.
You're right, like exactly. And his whole defense. Yeah, go ahead.
He aside from another kid came out, another 14-year-old came out. Apparently, he sexually harassed every male on the set of House of Cards. Like, he would randomly lock dudes in this trailer and fucking try to come onto them. He would fucking grab dudes' dicks. He would like harass everybody. If you were a dude on that set, he was gonna grab your cock. Like apparently, it's been going on for years. Like, how the fuck?
Unbelievable. And MSM was all about him coming out, and they were like, oh well, you have so much courage for coming out and this and that, and then they completely squelched it because they knew that it was it's the wrong part of the story that you're focusing on right there.
Yeah. It's first for them.
No
wrong part of the story you're focusing on.
And it's unbelievable. And you know what he was saying? He was saying that he was trying to blame it on his upbringing, because he was saying that he had a Nazi father and his father abused his brother and the whole thing. But at what point do you sit there and you say, okay, well, I'm not my father. I have my own mind and I know better. Because of what he did, I know better, and I should do better.
I think he's a smart guy who knows exactly what he was doing, and he knows, and he's using something from his past as an excuse, because it's a convincing argument in the time of forgiving everybody and kumbaya.
Right.
If I don't get permission, it doesn't happen. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting element of the show.
So I take it Veronica's the president and you're the VP.
I'm not even a client.
Hey, stupid! Make sure these kids don't die.
Exactly. You love Ellen? I'm sure she loves you. La, la,
la. Hey, sweetie.
Ellen,
you want to sit on my lap? We'll take an interview.
She sexually harassed him the other day. She's a harasser like Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. Let's get the fucking, like I said, the wall. Let's get the pitchforks and torches. Let's overreact.
That's what we do, baby.
Exactly. We've gotten so fucking good at it too, haven't we?
Well, why would you simply react when you could overreact?
Exactly. And it's not even like overreact, like, oh wow, you're overreacting. It's like, holy shit, let's kill people. Like,
yeah.
Fucking that escalated quickly. Shit. Brick killed a guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out, like, I'm learning that there's really no point, because everything just wants to be an escalation anyway, so just don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Guys, if I day, my wife went to a pizzeria on Halloween, and the guy took like an hour to make a pie. So my wife, like people that ordered after her, walking out with food. My wife was like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on? Where's mine?" And he says, "Well, it's gonna be another 20 minutes." So he asked for a refund, and they told her, "No, you can't have a refund. We're too busy." So he said, "You're gonna have to come back tomorrow." So I called him up, and I called up and I said, "My wife's in the store. Why won't you wait for a refund?" "Oh, we're too busy. We can't do it. We have to go back tomorrow." I said, "You realize it's stealing, right? You can't like charge somebody's card and not give them food and then not refund them." So they hung up on me. So I called back and yelled at them. And then the guy told my wife, "You can stay here all night, but I'm not giving you any food and I'm not giving you a refund." Yeah, this happened the other day.
The fuck?
Yeah, this is real. So we reported.
That's fucking customer service 101 right there, baby.
It was like Brooklyn. It was like the guy who was in Brooklyn in like the 70s and mafia, and he paid off the mob. You get out of here. You okay? You give me my money. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give you pizza. You could do that back then. You can't do that shit anymore. So like I don't, but like you can't even buy pizza without getting an argument with somebody. So
ridiculous.
Fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I don't want that kind of. You only get that like agita from that kind of shit. I get like a acid reflux. It's like a pain in my heart where I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. So why am I gonna deal with that? I don't want that kind of anxiety for people's bullshit.
Yeah. Shit. How do you even? I don't even know how you fucking run a business, man. Jesus Christ, we can't give you a refund. We're too busy. All right, so next time you go in the cash register, just give me the cash.
Count out the cash.
I don't even keep the change. Just give me like the rounded down number even. I don't give a shit. I'm leaving.
It could be that he needed that for the heroin money.
Yeah. That's fucking. That really is fucking insane. That story. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
real life.
2017, man.
Whatever. Yeah, it looks like the inside of a flux capacitor.
Yeah, right. So you can bend the legs and whatever you can. I guess.
I thought it was a Tom Cruise Scientology War of the Worlds toy.
Yes. Yeah, this is what the magic finger that touches you.
Fatty's have been touched by the magic finger. Was that Kevin Spacey's magic finger, or was that Dustin Hoffman's magic finger?
Yeah. Oh, see, look, perfect. It can grab onto the mic and everything. Oh, this thing is fantastic, folks. It slices, it dices.
Is it
Oh,
really?
yeah.
That's pretty neat, man. What'd that cost you?
This was like around 20.
Really?
Either just over or just under, I forget. I was actually watching a couple of those like hi, we're whatever and we'll make your blogs better or your YouTube channel or so you want to start a YouTube like shit like that. I was watching a few of those, and one of them the guy has which is a good formula, it seems, right now. So you're the head of what, like a brand, right? So like, let's say, John, you're the head of, Mad Dozer Presents. But then also you do your writer gig and you do whatever. So this guy is part of a team that does, tech review and this and that and whatever. And then on his own, he does, whatever shit and stuff. And they talk about how do you grow your brand, how to grow your YouTube, how to do this. But then on the side, he it's like, hey, I wanted to do a review of this thing that I got. I wanted to tell you it's really awesome. Or, you know what, don't bother,
That's why I bought my webcam. It's one of those reviews.
Yeah, so I was looking into getting one of them anyway. So after seeing him talk about this one, I was like, all right, you know what? Somebody that's actually had their hands... Because this is the other thing, too, that I do love the convenience of online shopping. I hate that you have no feel, no touch, no sense, no whatever.
You have no idea what you're buying. So
yeah,
it's a crapshoot.
And you have and it's awesome when it's like, all right, you know what? I need a thing of crayons, and the Crayola crayons come in the mail. That's awesome. Right. But when you want to buy something like this, and you're like, all right, I have this picture in my mind, and I think it's this, so I'm going to spend $20. It shows up, and it's like nothing like you thought it was going to be, and it's just fucking terrible. What the fuck? What do I do then?
Worse. You ever order anything from China?
Oh God.
3 months, and then by the time you get it, right?
Yeah.
You better hope that it works or fits or whatever, because if you try to return it, it's gonna cost you more money to return it than you paid for it first.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of shit go down with those companies. That's why I fucking stay away from them now.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the shit's gonna be super cheap. It's just gonna come to you 3 months broken.
Right.
Is that okay? And the old adage, like, right, you get what you pay for, right?
It's true. I mean, it's kind of smart though. Like, if it was me and I could get away with it, yeah, I would send somebody broken pieces and say, oh, it took 3 months to get there. What'd you do? Break it on the way?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, why not? Send them already broken parts. I know plenty of places that give away their broken pieces.
Yeah.
Sell it. Yeah, so it's perfectly good.
And it's like the like all those like, first month is free. All you need to do is cancel before the second month starts. How many times do you forget to cancel and you get charged for shit?
Always. Or the way that you have to cancel is like a fucking pain in the ass. They get you out of loop so you can't actually find the thing to cancel.
Yep.
Walt, what are you thinking about, Walt?
He was thinking about all the things he could do with this octopus.
I think so.
I was just dreaming about all of it. Yeah. you can put it over your shower head. There's so many things, so many possibilities.
You could wrap it under the handle for the shower, holding the shower head so you can wash your asshole. You
can wear it like a funky hat.
I could use it to prop up my balls while I jerk off. How about that?
True. It's true like a fucking machine gun.
Right?
Yeah. It could touch the taint, so that it like
two in the stink.
So you're gonna achieve orgasm like a lot easier because it goes right into your taint right there. So
two in the pink and one in the stink.
Yep. Walt is.
Yeah. Why not?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's like the hand signal that he was given. I was talking about going up into the taint. I don't know if that's like a technique.
Shocker.
I don't know, but
I was bowling.
Oh, it's got a fucking level on it. How fucking
nice.
How boss is this? This is awesome. Cool. It's amazing. Yeah, and this one he recommended too because, like a lot of the ones, it fits. It works okay one direction, like holding your phone, like let's say holding your phone this way, right?
Right.
Let me do it this way so it's no glare. So it works perfectly fine if you do this. But as soon as you turn the thing to do this, it starts to tip or this or that. And he's like, a lot of them, do that, even though they say heavy duty or whatever.
I think I have that same fucking OtterBox.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's good.
I love this thing. But this one, the balance of it.
Let's all do it.
My phone. You ever see one of these little?
Mine's upside down.
My phone has one of these. I got one of these little nipple things, right? I bought one. My wife.
Oh, okay.
Wanted one, and I didn't. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I put it on, and then I got so used to it. The other day, it broke off, and I didn't know what to do. I had to hold the phone normal without having my little nipple, and I didn't know what to do with myself.
Oh my god! Shimmy
See how I'm I'm tweaking my nipples.
Mm-hmm. Now, is that just for like a comfort thing of holding the phone without having to like grip the sides, basically, or?
It's a lot more comfortable because I don't even have to actually hold the phone. I just have it between my fingers, and it's like I'm not even holding it.
Exactly. So you're not scrunching the muscles to hold it, right?
Exactly. Right.
Gotcha.
You wave it around. Like I can have a conversation. I can talk with my hands.
Hey, gabagool.
Makes it a lot easier when you're driving. While driving.
Now, John, you shouldn't be texting and driving.
You ask Walt. Walt knows. Walt, do I have anything to worry about? No, I don't. Why is that? Walt, tell Thaddeus why I have nothing to worry about.
Because God is his co-pilot.
Jesus, take the wheel. I'm texting on my phone.
Shh, no laughing.
Oh, sorry.
There's no laughing here. Fucking bitch. My wife is a bitch.
But you love her.
See, one thing, like I wasn't sure. Like we had our thing. Like I wasn't sure if we were gonna have our gimmick for our show. But you know how other radio shows they talk about their wives and how much their wives like hate them and want them dead and all those things. Well, we're gonna have a wife in studio who wants me dead every week. So it's like live action.
Yes.
It's like reality TV at the same time. It's an experiment.
I'm just waiting for the chancla to come flying at you.
Right? You heard about that chancleta abuse, right? You heard about that. Yep. See, even Thaddeus knows about chancleta abuse. You terrible. It's true though. If you see me hit the head, with a shoe, you know what happened.
Yeah. You fucked up somewhere.
One of the things, and I think this is where she can't stand it, is that if we were doing it like we used to do on a phone conversation, you guys wouldn't be able to see a shoe come flying out. But now there's eyewitnesses to whatever happens. So
all her violence is on film.
Exactly. She can't hit me with a stick where like my ribs and tell me where the bruises don't show. You guys will see that.
Should hit you with a phone book. It doesn't leave bruises.
Do they still have phone books now?
Well, I don't even know.
I don't remember the last time I've seen one.
Really? I remember I still get the stupid Yellow Pages, White Pages bundle from whoever. I don't even know who the fuck sends them anymore.
Oh yeah, like it's some guy who.
Yeah, I get those too. Yeah.
And you know what? I don't even think it's like a company anymore. I think he just has them in his house and he just wants to get rid of them. It's like dictionaries. Like, who the fuck even opens a dictionary anymore?
I actually have a dictionary.
Oh, I have several. Ask me when the last time I fucking opened it was.
I have one that has over 200,000 words in it, and I actually quite enjoy it. It looks like the fucking Bible, though.
Mm.
But you know, I kind of I like it.
Yeah.
You know, now
I have one, and I call it a coctionary. By the way.
Oh, just pictures different cocks.
It is what it is, man. It's just a better version. It's a better version, is what it is.
I took the dictionary, I took a Sharpie, I put coctionary, and I just put dick stickers all over it.
He loves his wide array of dick stickers.
You know, for like parties and stuff.
Hey.
What's the definition of an aardvark? Big black cock. What's the definition of apple? A fucking little Asian yellow cock, you know?
Horrible. That's why is the Asian one have to be a little one?
Because, you know, stereotypes and stuff.
All right. But it's pretty disturbing, though. It has a fucking book of cocks. You know, you know.
Full-on coctionary.
Call me surprised. You know, look at this one here. That's a nice dick. Yeah. Look at that dick. That's my worst nightmare. That's why I can't piss next to tall dudes. No, really, I do. I can't. I have a problem pissing next to tall dudes. I'm afraid they're going to lean over and say, hey, nice dick.
Or just laugh.
What if they lean over and say, that's a horrible dick? Is that any better?
I mean, either way, I think that actually is. Because at least he's telling you he's not interested in your dick.
Although,
right.
do you want
that should be reassuring.
But do you want other people thinking that your dick is fucking ugly, and then you go home and go, "What the fuck's wrong with me? Why didn't you like my cock?"
You know, it's that push pull.
Yeah, but who's doing the pushing or who's doing the pulling, all right? Because
you also try that reverse psychology. What do you mean this dick sucks? I'll show you.
That's recalculus.
Fucking hell, yeah, but that's true though. I still can't fucking. I have a hard time pissing next to some tall dude who lean over and say, "Hey, nice dick." Well,
I don't give a shit. I whip it out. I piss all over the walls.
Why would I think?
Let him know you've been there.
If he leans over, why would I think he wouldn't say nice dick? Like I wouldn't like would look at my cock and be like, yo, that's a fucked up looking cock. I'm so upset. My fucking dick, it's fucked.
But that's what I'm saying. What if someone did that and went, oh fuck, what's that? The fuck is that?
I mean, that would be probably. What are you, a cock inspector?
He may be. He may have
Inspected
credentials.
by number 12.
He might whip out a badge.
Yes, a badge and a sticker.
His apparatus.
Yeah. Well, depending on which one.
Maybe that's how Walt has a sticker book of cocks. That's
It's the sticker grading scale.
How did
it's a pop-up book.
It's
a pop-up book.
The idea? Oh man, that's fucked up.
Fucking black section has a fucking fold out that just keeps unfolding.
What does he do with Africa?
It's a big chapter.
It's got an extra fold out.
That's the centerfold. Cocks of the world. Just went right down the shitter.
Yeah.
There's 15 minutes of us talking about cocks.
Cocks across America.
Horrible. Somehow, this clip is going to get out and keep me from being president.
Yeah, this is the one.
Right. This is the one.
Sure. This is the one. Yeah, sure. This one happens to be the one. Yeah, sure.
I love his view on taxes. I love the fact that he's going to take care of America, but he talks a lot about dicks this one time. I mean, like, a lot.
Oh. You must love dicks.
The Catholic Church to hold monopoly on that, or?
Yeah, like nothing ever really happened though. They kind of see, and that's a good example because
fuck yeah,
nothing ever really happened, and I would be surprised if it's not still happening.
Yeah, those that got proven guilty or whatever just got reassigned someplace.
Exactly. So like, what's gonna happen here with the Weinsteins and the Brett Ratners and Brett Ratner?
Yeah.
This guy.
That one's in the Book of Cocks.
It's a coctionary.
Yeah.
What's his famous movie? I can't think of it.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour. Okay. Right. But only the first one or all three?
I'm sure he produced all three of them. But I think he's a producer. I don't think he's a director or anything, is he? Maybe he's a director. I don't know. The fuck do I know?
I don't remember.
He's a scumbag. He's a piece of shit. But
exactly.
But at the same time, though, I mean, that's how the business works. You can't tell me that it's not all the dude. There's not like 20-year-old chicks saying, "I will blow you for this part," or they're telling him. You know that it's happening. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that. No, that never happens. Bullshit.
Yeah, there's a reason backroom facials and backroom casting couch porn exists.
Exactly. That's how they get them in. That's how it works. There are women that do that every single day for a fucking purse.
It's a lot of competition.
There are chicks that do that every day. They'll take a double team for some coke.
Sure.
And these are like I had a buddy who drive around. I think we talked about this on the show. I have a buddy who used to drive around normal chicks, and on Friday and Saturday nights they were doing bachelor parties, taking gangbangs. And if you met her on a Wednesday, on the train, I think she was this awesome chick. Go to work, doing 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck, come on. Don't tell me that.
Sad but true.
Fucking, you know what I mean? So don't tell me there wasn't a chick saying, "Hey, yeah, I'll take it in the ass for a good role."
Sure.
Yeah. No, of course.
By the way, again, this is officially the one that keeps me from being president. With that last comment.
He's so sensible, but yet insensitive.
Who's that guy? The head of Amazon Pictures, who told interns, "You love my dick. You'll love my dick."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
I mean, it must be nice to have that kind of fuck you money.
Yeah. Right.
To just have so much money, you can just walk around telling people, like, "Hey, you gonna suck me? All right, fine. Here's 500,000.
Exactly.
Never talk about this again." Yeah, hey, you want to suck my dick? No? All right, here's fucking 50 grand for you too. All right, why not?
You know what you're gonna love? What? The taste. Taste. My taste. What? Horrible.
If I had that much money, I wouldn't have to say anything like that. I wouldn't have to go around doing that.
That's the thing.
This
is the thing. I have to think because, like, again, all these guys, Ratner, Weinstein, all these guys, they're fucked looking, but there are definitely young chicks that, just because they're rich, are throwing themselves at them every weekend, whatever, just because they're rich. It can't be about
Sure.
It has to be about, oh yeah, this chick, she's so famous, right? She's hot, right? Yeah, you know what I did to that one? It has to be.
That's what it is. Yeah.
It has to be about that power of this being this elevated woman, this person that people see as wow, her, and he violated her. And he did
Yep. It was conquest, and it was like the thrill of the hunt also.
More
and
basing somebody who you think is
because exactly, because there's some sort of I don't know if it's camaraderie or something, but there's guys talking about it, saying, you know what you did to her, well, I did this to her, and that kind of thing. Yeah.
Huh.
And it's a competition.
I didn't think that happened. I didn't think the world was that way. I'm very disappointed.
I'm going to yell on Facebook about it.
I should yell on Facebook about it. All these people just make up stories to bring down good men, like doesn't happen.
Oh,
yeah. You're gonna start to see friends jumping off ship. John's gonna be like, well, why do I only have 10 friends on Facebook? It's Walt, Thaddeus, and Veronica. And
that's one thing. If that happened, I would never wonder why. I would know exactly why.
No, of course, because the proof would be right there.
Proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, it was your last post.
It was that last show. You went overboard.
I thought he was going to be a good president. I saw that show.
Well, yeah, I mean, the truth is that now, I mean, it doesn't matter what happens. You could basically, as long as you don't murder somebody, well, like, I mean, even then, if you could murder somebody, at least get nominated.
Well, what you have to not do is you can't apologize. Whatever it is that you did, you don't apologize, and you have a shot.
I mean, you'd be better off not getting caught in the first place.
Yes, but if you do get caught, you do not apologize, and you slam the person who said it about you.
What do you mean?
And you have a chance.
What do you mean? How can you say that about me? How can you say that? Why is that bad? How can I not? How can I not do that? It's business. That's called being a good businessman.
Yes.
Yeah, when I was in high school, Harvey Weinstein came and talked to us about being successful. So I was just following the blueprint.
Wow!
He's a good filmmaker. He knows lots of things.
Don't
It's all his fault.
I was told this is how it works.
Oh, this is how I learned. John Lasota, 2010.